special was it for your seniors to play so well out there today?
Yeah. You know, all of those guys. You know, it's you see them come in as pups, right? Grow as men, as leaders. Coach said in the locker room, I think we had a tremendous leadership in this class. You know, these guys. It's easy to lead right when everything's going great, but to lead when life hits you in the mouth, that's a great life lesson. And these guys, they didn't blink. This next week, you know, what do we got to do, Coach? What do we got to do? So I'm just proud of them how they persevered, and then just to end their last home game right on this field, accomplishing something great. I'm even more happy for them.
You don't always see a curtain call per se in football, but how unique was that, and special, you think, for them to be able to recognize by all the fans?
Yeah, you don't see that. I'm glad we had a timeout left. It's kind of hard to do on our side of the ball. On the offense thing, just kind of run the ball and just sub out. We had to use a timeout for our guys, so the coach had planned it, and then I said, "Oh Lord, please don't let them hit a big play. You know, that'd be kind of anticlimactic. First down, and they hit a big play on us." So it worked out good. Yeah, that was a nice idea on the head coach's part. Nice send off. Those kids deserve it.
Chad came up for you with the turnover there. How about that play and that interception?
Yeah, you know, they had heard us on a couple curl routes, and so he's just so smart. He knew where to go. He got on the quarterback's eyes, and you know, he's done that a lot in his career. So yeah, it's just fitting for him to. I think he had a couple TFLs. You know, had a good game. We'll look at it next week, but yeah, I was happy for him. The consummate leader, right, and unselfish. Play with pain, sacrifice. He loves this program. This program loves him.
How about your guys' ability to respond this week? You know,
it's extremely low when it's bad, and you can't listen to the noise. So he has that figured out. You have to really tip your hat to his upbringing, his family, his high school coach. Did a tremendous job of molding that young man into a great football player with the right mindset for a quarterback. You're welcome.
Coach, one last home connection between Rudolph and Washington. What will you remember when you think back about just how many deep touchdowns they had and just kind of their on-field connection?
Well, it's just a special connection that they had. You have a receiver that's the best I've ever seen run deep routes, and you got a quarterback that throws a great deep ball. Just them to be able to connect on so many of those plays, you know, it's fun. You know, it's fun to have, you know, part of your arsenal, and to make sure that if they're not deep, that you're attacking that part of the field. Not many people can attack 44 yards down the field in the amount of time that we attack it, I guess. And those guys attack it. It's them doing it, obviously. But that's the key. How fast can you get downfield, right? Because there's going to be, you know, pressure sooner or later. So that's the ability to get downfield, to track it in the air, and be on the same page. And it's all on them for their work ethic and how much they put into it.
When you see Rudolph find Washington deep and you see that he sees him open, what are you thinking as he's
I usually fist pump, right, and then hold my breath, and then usually give a high five. But I don't need to want to sound arrogant with that. It's just they're special players, you know, and they've had a lot of success, and the reason being is they're very talented, but they're very grounded, and they have a tremendous work ethic.
You said Washington's the best receiver you've ever seen?
I don't think I've seen a better one.
What makes him so special?
His explosion, his mentality, his effort, his toughness, his ability to track the football in his hands. I mean, it's everything with him, in my opinion. I don't see too many chinks in his armor.
What was it like to see Marcel Evans big day?
Boy. Ended on a win, and you know, get a chance to go, you know, 10-win season for the third straight year. So that's exciting. I think it was cool to, you know, the way that kind of, you know, walked out with all the seniors, both on offense and defense. It was a cool way to send us off, and a lot of good memories, a lot of good, you know, good guys, good teammates, good friendships that'll you know, continue on years to come. So it was fun.
I noticed you were the last one to get introduced there for senior day.
Yeah.
What was kind of going through your mind during that period?
You know, I just you prepare your butt off all week to make sure there's no letdown against against a good defense, which played, you know, pretty well the last couple of games, and despite the score, we thought we wanted to come out and get it going from the start, get some stops, and defense did great. But once you kind of put that to bed, it was cool to reflect and whether it was before the game or as we kind of got let off the field there to kind of reflect and think about all the different people that have made this so special, and all the guys and the wins and the big plays and the big moments. It was cool.
How about throwing one last touchdown to James there?
Yeah, well, we got another game, so I doubt that's the last one, but no doubt. Yeah, no, I think for sure. No, it was cool. It was good to kind of hopefully seal his Blitnikoff award and kind of get that in the books and bring it on back to Stillwater. So he's a great player, and it's amazing. The things that he's done over his career, and I've been able to be a part of it, and we've been able to go through the whole process together, and we'll continue to go through the next process. So, not only him, I think Marcel, another guy that fifth-year senior that's worked his tail off to get where he's at, and Brad Lundblade, Crabtree, guys on defense, Kirk Tucker, Trey Flowers, Ramon Richards. So, really cool group and fun group of guys to go to college with and play football with.
Now that the day's all said and done, what are the emotions like for you now?
I'm just humbled by the community and the fans and my teammates and my coaches and everything we put into it. It's a lot. It's a big sacrifice for your parents, especially my parents being so far away. Traveling to see me crossing country every single week to kind of support their son and be there for me. And it's been cool, and it's been a great ride. And I think the journey's just getting started for me, and I'm looking forward to the next chapter. But I'm also looking forward to whatever opponent we get. I think a couple plays away from being an 11-1 team. So we're looking forward to getting a great opponent and going and developing a great plan and beating them.
I guess, how did the last one feel? Was it different, maybe than you expected, or anything like that?
Going into the game, preparation wasn't any different. But, for us seniors, I felt like it didn't really hit us until we did our little senior walk. You can see guys starting to realize, like, this is the last one. We got to go out with a bang and just rally together as brothers.
How special was it to get one last one with Mason and you there for that touchdown?
It meant a lot, just because, we came in doing that, and for us to go out doing that, it means a lot. We have to thank O-line and just play calling and everyone for doing their job on that play.
How about the curtain call you guys received, too, getting recognized by the crowd? That's not something you see in football all the time.
Oh, for sure. It means a lot to us, for our fans to come back every single week, no matter win or loss, and be there for us.
You've seen enough of these type of coverages that people are throwing at you now. On the touchdown, did you see it coming? Did you see things laying out the way you needed them to?
I did pre-snap. I checked the safety in the corner, and it lined up the exact way we did in practice. Practiced it, and I knew pre-snap that just if I ran a great route and Mason made a throw and everything helped itself, it would come out the way it did.
How were you guys able to, respond the way you were when a game that you could easily have not maybe come out strong in?
That just came from practice this week. Gundy, he was on us all week about coming out strong and not playing flat, because these past few games, we have. And, I think another thing was just people wanted to take the seniors out in the right way. So that's big on their part.
Is there anything in particular?
Hello. Again, we're back.
How did the final one feel out there?
It felt good. Just thank God. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to play this game, especially with the guys that I'm playing the game with. That makes it even more special. Just being able to line up, next to guys like Trey, just makes it even that much more special.
How about the curtain call too? It's pretty unique for football. You don't see that too often.
Wait, what?
When they call timeout to let you.
Oh yeah, that was new. I haven't seen it since I've been here. So when they did it for the offense, I got prepared. So I was like, hopefully, I don't know if that's just an offensive thing, but it just shows, the unity and the respect that this organization had for the players.
What was the pregame like for you, Ramon? Was it emotional? Was it what you thought it might be?
I don't know. It wasn't what I thought. It was different. All week I thought about how it was gonna be, but when the pregame came about, it wasn't dry, but it wasn't like electrifying. It was just a lot of mixed emotions.
Looked like you had some fun playing with the camera and everything. So you doing all that?
Oh yeah. You know, I told some teammates I would do that. You know, so you know, I always try to have a little fun. You know, at the end of the day.
Now that the day is done, what are the emotions like for you?
I don't even think they've came yet. Honestly, it's one of them. It's one of them. It's hard to talk about until it actually happens. You know, in the locker room, it's obviously a little different. You know, it'll probably be a little different tonight when I'm sitting thinking. You know, so.
How were y'all able to come out and play so well from out of the gate when it's a situation you easily could have not done that, I guess?
Well, we've exaggerated that all week. You know, especially Coach Gundy. He exaggerated. We had to come out with some fire this week. Defense, you know, we tried to get a 3 and out the first drive, and then offense go score fast, and that's what we did today.
How satisfying is it that your last game here in this stadium, you guys get 8 3-and-outs, force 10 punts, get a takeaway?
It felt great. You know, just to play some football, man, it's a blessing. Like I said, we're just blessed to play this game. You know, not everybody, you know, get the opportunity, not even just to play this game, but just be out there in that atmosphere, you know, with all the fans and whatnot. Man, it's just incredible.
2,000-yard receivers and 1,000-yard rushers in the same season. How special has it been to be a part of this offense, especially when you hear numbers like that?
You know what I mean? I just feel blessed to be a part of it. You know what I mean? We got great players, you know what I mean, all over the field, man. And just to be able to leave a legacy like that with these group of guys, because I know they're going to go on and be in the NFL, you know what I mean? And just to be able to finish that off is great.
What was senior day like and just going through all that today?
You know, it was weird, you know what I mean? It really didn't hit me until the last walking off the field the last time. But it's a bittersweet moment.
Is there a game or a play that you'll look back on in 20 years and remember that stands out over the course of years?
Oh, that's hard. I probably have to think about that. It's been a lot of, you know, guys have made a lot of plays over the years. A lot of plays, just, you know, from James Mason to Justice, and even to my freshman year. I mean, that'd be hard to go back.
Your numbers have improved dramatically from your first couple of years to this year. What has been the reason for that improvement? Is there something that specifically that you've been working on that you've gotten better at?
It's just a change in my mindset. I had to just throw out the things that didn't matter. You know what I mean? The distractions, and just come to terms with myself and know that this is what I want to do, and this is I have to dedicate everything to this. And then especially the injury, and then having my son, that just sparked something in me. So, but God he's made my journey up and down, and I just know it's up from here.
There was one last Rudolph to Washington kind of deep connection. What are you thinking when you see Rudolph let the ball go? You know that James is going deep. What's going through your head?
Oh, I just know it's touchdown, man. That's money every day of the week. That's money, man. And just to see what they've just done here and the accomplishments they have, and I've grown relationships with them on and off the field, and I feel just blessed to be a part of that.